Yo, what's good YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my newest 7-foot demigod center build. This build is amazing in every area and it's been super successful for me when playing the park and the rec. Let's get straight into it. Starting off, we're going to make this build at center. We're going to be 7 foot tall. For the weight, we're going to go 243 pounds, and this is so we can get a 91 strength and a 99 offensive rebound, and our wingspan is going to be at 75, and that is so we can get a 79 3 ball. Starting off with the finishing, we get a 75 close shot, which gives us bronze paint prodigy, bronze float game, and silver hook specialist. Our layup is at a 70, so we're going to be able to knock layups down when we're open or even contested at times. We get bronze physical finisher with that. We also get an 87 driving dunk, which gives us gold aerial wizard and silver post riser. This helps us unlock the 2-foot contact dunks, which I think is pretty crazy on a build this tall. And as you see right here, posterizer is a tier 2 badge, which means it's the lower tier, so you can use your max +1 badge perk to get your posterizer from silver to gold, which is what I've been doing, and that has helped me get a lot more contact dunks on this build. Our standing dunk is also at a 90. This gives us the elite big man contact dunks and gold rise up, as well as gold aerial wizard. And from what I've seen so far, this build is an absolute beast finishing in the paint. We're getting a ton of lobs and contact dunks, so I think this build is amazing finishing around the rim. And then lastly, we get a 75 post control. Now this build is not necessarily a post scorer primarily, but it's nice that at least have a 75, which gives us some bronze and silver badges. So if we get a guard switched on to us or a smaller big man, we can definitely do a quick post move like a drop step and then get into our standing dunk with those elite big man contact dunks. And after I've finished describing each category's attributes, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of different clips related to that category. So here I have some clips of me getting some nice dunks. Those first two were off the dribble. I know our ball handle is not the highest, but if a defender steps out at you, you're definitely going to be able to take 1 or 2 dribbles, get up and get on the rim. Of course, we have that high offensive rebound. We're going to be able to get those offensive rebound, pull them down, and then go up with some nice, strong, elite big man contact dunks. Looking at our shooting next, we get a 79 3 ball, which gives us bronze deadeye and silver set shot specialist. Our mid-range is only at a 69. And this is something that I might change if I remade this build. So if you're planning on making a similar build to this, you could drop some attributes and put more mid-range on this build, even though it's probably not going to give you much more badges. One option is probably to drop this pass accuracy to a 75 if you like, but I'm going to explain why my pass accuracy is at 82 once I get there. And we also do get a 63 free throw. The reason I put this up a little bit is so I have a decent chance of knocking down free throws when I'm in the rec. I have been playing a good amount of rec on this build, and he's been going absolute crazy, putting up some dominant stat lines, triple doubles, 20 to 30 rebounds a game. So yeah, I like to have at least a 60 free throw on a build that I'm playing a lot of rec with. I've been shooting a little over 50% on this build, and you can definitely be very consistent with the 79 3 ball. The jump shot will be at the end of the video, as well as all of the other animations that I've been using. Moving down to the playmaking, we get an 82 pass accuracy. Now, the reason I have this is so we get silver break starter, bronze versatile visionary, but most importantly, gold dimer, and our ball handle and speed with the ball naturally just go up. You're not going to be dribbling on this build, even though I do have some clips of me pump faking, taking 1 or 2 dribbles and getting to the rim for a nice dunk. But another great thing about this 82 pass accuracy is eventually when you unlock your cap breakers, you can add +5 to your pass accuracy, which will give you bronze bailout at an 85, and gold break starter once you get to an 87. So that's always an option later on in the year when you actually unlock your cap breakers. So far in the rec, this build has been absolutely amazing at pulling down rebounds and throwing some nice clean outlet passes. Of course, having that offensive rebound is going to help us. When you get a rebound, it's not always smartest to go up with it. So you get that rebound, kick it out to your teammate. Usually the defense is leaking out early in transition, so that's always a good option. And I just want to tell you guys, when you're playing on a build like this, definitely be careful on those outlet passes. If you play 2K25 at all, you've probably seen the insane lane steals that have been happening. People have been just snagging those steals, so definitely be careful. But the 82 pass accuracy for me has been really good so far. Looking at the defense, we are super well rounded in every attribute. We get an 82 interior defense, which gives us silver paint patroller. We also get silver post lockdown and silver off ball pest. My perimeter defense is at a 62 to unlock bronze movable enforcer, which actually helps a lot. And having a 62 is better than having no perimeter defense because it helps us get a little bit more contest. Nothing too crazy, but I definitely like to have that bronze movable enforcer. Our steal is at a 67, which gives us bronze interceptor and bronze glove. Now you're not going to be getting a ton of steals on this build, but you can definitely play some lanes and get some bump steals with that bronze glove and bronze interceptor. And lastly, we have our block at an 84, which gives us that silver paint patroller. We also get gold pogo stick, which activates on rebounds and when you're going for block attempts. And we also get silver high flying denier, which will help us get some chase down blocks. I know some of you guys might be concerned with the block only being at an 84 and the interior only being at an 82, but I think since we're so tall on this build, we have such long arms and our physicals are so well rounded, you definitely can move well on the defensive end and get a whole bunch of shot contest and block shots. I've really enjoyed being a 7-foot big man this year in NBA 2K25. I've seen a bunch of people making the smaller big man builds at 6'7" at the shortest. Those builds are solid and they are good, but having the extra height is always an advantage in my opinion. And with our physicals, we're definitely fast enough to keep up. Having a long wingspan is helping me get some contest, and having the bronze interceptor and bronze glove always helps to get a couple extra steals. This definitely helps your team out. Moving down towards our rebounding, this is one of my favorite parts of the build. We get a 94 offensive rebound to start, which does give us Hall of Fame box out beast, gold pogo stick, and gold rebound chaser. But when you unlock your first set of +5 cap breakers, you're gonna go ahead and add all 5 of those to your offensive rebound, which will give you a 99 offensive rebound and give you legend rebound chaser. So I'm already snagging on this build without the cap breakers, but when you get that 99 offensive rebound, it's going to be absolutely crazy. And I think it's definitely a smart way to make this build, keeping those +5 cap breakers in mind. Our defensive rebound is going to be at a 79. Now I know this is not the highest, but I think having gold rebound chaser and Hall of Fame box out beast and eventually legend rebound chaser, we're going to be able to rebound defensive rebounds, especially if you're in position. I think the rebounding in this game is really mostly focused on positioning, getting the box out, and timing the rebounds. So I haven't had any problems getting rebounds yet on this build, even with the 79 defensive rebound. In these clips right here, check out how my player is elevating for these offensive rebounds. He's got like magnets in his hand. He's just snagging the ball all the time. Like I said, if you have the position, you're gonna get the offensive rebound. And sometimes in some of these clips, I really don't have position. My player is just getting up like crazy and pulling the board down. So I think having the high offensive rebound and the high standing dunk to go up with it after is great. And having the pass accuracy to kick it out like I'm doing in these clips is always helpful. Moving down to our physicals, we get a 70 speed, which I think is pretty solid on a build that is this tall and this strong. Our agility is at a 59. This doesn't unlock us any badges, but agility is basically lateral quickness on the defensive end of the floor. So I think having this as high as possible definitely helps us move around better on defense, and it helps us get into position when we're trying to get some offensive rebounds or just box out in general. Our strength is at a 91. This helps us in a lot of different areas. Specifically looking at the badges here, this helps us get Hall of Fame box out beast, gold brick wall, bronze physical finisher, silver post lockdown, silver post powerhouse, and bronze immovable enforcer. And from all the games I've played so far, that gold brick wall is definitely working very well. I've been hitting guards with a bunch of big body screens. And another option you have is when you get that +1 badge perk, you could upgrade brick wall from gold to Hall of Fame if you're setting a lot of screens, or if you want your screens to just hit harder in general. And then lastly, we have a 78 vertical, which has been absolutely amazing, especially when I'm going for those offensive rebounds. This also helps us unlock a bunch of solid badges, as you guys see right here, and get all the contact dunks and dunk packages that we want on this build. We have a pretty wide variety of different takeover options. If you want to be more of a finisher, then you can pick one of these takeovers with the takeover ability that is poster machine. That's going to help you get a bunch of contact dunks, or you can focus on some of the rebounding takeovers, which is what I actually did. I unlocked the see the future takeover ability, which helps me see where the rebounds are going on the floor when I'm playing. You could also go with some different shooting takeovers or defense, or some of the physical takeovers, which will help you increase your strength and set better screens. And when we finish the build, we get shades of Jack Sigma, Joel Embiid, and Derek Lively. I think Joel Embiid is probably the closest comparison to this build, and our name comes out to be a versatile enforcer, which I think is a pretty solid name, and I definitely like it on this build. And here are all the animations I've been using on this build. The main thing to focus on are the dunk packages I've been using. I actually forgot to show them, but the three I've been using are Giannis, LeBron, and Dwight Howard. And here's my jump shot. We have PJ Washington base with John Collins upper and Charles Bassey as the second release on the upper. We're going max speed with 55% John Collins and 45% Charles Bassey. And I've been playing on push release. This has been the best for me. Go check out that jump shot. It's definitely been the best one I've found for my big man in NBA 2K25. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the build. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of this build, and if you're going to be making something similar. I know for me this is the perfect big man for my play style, and it's very effective in 2s, 3s, and 5-on-5 like the rec or pro-am. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Peace.